Scout automobile. Welcome to start. Now settle in and open your imagination, because the 2026 Dodge Viper ACR is not something you simply describe, it is something you survive. This car is a heartbeat, a roar, a challenge thrown directly at the driver. In a modern world where cars whisper instead of scream, where computers protect drivers from feeling anything real, the Viper ACR returns like a thunderstorm that refuses to be ignored. This machine is not polite, not friendly, and not forgiving. It is built for those who believe driving should make your pulse race and your palms sweat. The very first moment your eyes lock onto the 2026 Dodge Viper ACR, your body reacts before your mind does. The stance is low, brutally wide, and intimidating in a way few modern cars dare to be. The hood stretches forward endlessly, a long muscular surface that tells you without words that something enormous and dangerous lies underneath. This is not designed for beauty contests. This is design that looks ready to attack. The front fascia is carved with aggression. Massive air intakes opening wide like a predator gasping for air before the hunt. These intakes are not decorative lines, they are functional wounds cut into the body, feeding oxygen to the monster within. The front splitter sits frighteningly close to the ground, slicing the air and pressing the car down as speed builds. At high velocity, this splitter becomes a weapon, creating downforce that glues the front end to the asphalt. The headlights are thin, sharp, and angry, like narrowed eyes focused on prey. They do not smile, they warn. Every line on the body feels tense, stretched, and ready like muscles moments before a strike. When light moves across the paint, the reflections make the car look alive, breathing, waiting. From the side, the Viper ACR looks like pure violence frozen in motion. The wide-body fenders flare outward aggressively, wrapping around absurdly wide tires that look capable of tearing the road apart. These tires are not chosen for comfort or longevity. They are chosen for grip, extreme grip. Deep side vents carve into the doors and rear quarters, pulling hot air out while adding to the savage appearance. The roof line is low, the glass area is narrow, and the entire profile feels compressed, coiled, ready to explode forward without warning. Walk toward the rear and the true identity of the ACR reveals itself fully. The iconic oversized rear wing towers above the trunk, bold and unapologetic. This wing is not here to look dramatic, it exists to generate massive downforce. The kind that allows the car to corner at speeds that feel physically impossible. The rear diffuser is huge, aggressively sculpted to manage airflow like a race car engineered for lap records. The center-mounted exhaust sits like an open mouth, promising a scream that will echo in your chest. From the back, the Viper ACR does not ask for attention, it commands it. Open the door and step inside, and the outside world fades away. The interior of the 2026 Dodge Viper ACR does not welcome you gently, it locks you in for battle. Carbon fiber dominates the cabin, visible everywhere, reminding you that weight is the enemy and performance is the goal. Alcantara wraps the steering wheel, seats, and key contact points, offering grip when your hands tremble from adrenaline. There is no unnecessary softness here, no luxury pretending to matter more than speed. The seats are hardcore racing buckets, tight and aggressive, designed to hold you firmly in place during extreme cornering. You do not sink into these seats, you are clamped by them. The driving position is low and deep, making you feel like you are part of the machine rather than sitting on it. The steering wheel feels thick, heavy and alive, ready to communicate every vibration, every texture, every warning directly into your hands. The dashboard layout is simple, focused, and serious. There are no giant screens trying to entertain you, no flashy animations trying to distract you. The digital instrument cluster shows exactly what you need and nothing more. Engine speed dominates the display, surrounded by temperatures, pressures, G-forces, lap timing, and shift lights that flash aggressively as you approach redline. Every glance reminds you that this car expects full attention. Now, Big Boss, this is where the story becomes legendary. Under that long, aggressive hood of the 2026 Dodge Viper ACR lives the heart that defines everything, a naturally aspirated V10 engine. In a world obsessed with turbochargers and electric assistance, this engine stands alone, breathing freely, roaring without filters. No turbos to soften response. No electric motors to mask character. Just pure displacement, raw combustion, and mechanical fury. Press the start button and the V10 explodes to life with a roar that feels physical. The sound does not just enter your ears, it hits your chest. The entire car vibrates at idle, shaking slightly like a wild animal restrained by chains. The exhaust note is deep, raw and violent, completely unpolished. This is not a refined sound meant for comfort. This is a warning. Touch the throttle and the response is immediate and savage. There is no delay, no hesitation, no electronic smoothing. Power surges forward the instant you ask for it. As the revs climb, the engine's voice changes from a deep growl to a furious scream, pulling relentlessly toward redline. Each acceleration feels like an event, each gear pull feels dramatic, each second feels intense. This engine demands respect and punishes carelessness. The transmission remains true to the Viper's brutal soul. A proper manual gearbox sits at the center of the experience, offering complete control and deep mechanical engagement. Every shift feels heavy and deliberate. You feel the gears mesh, you feel the power flow, you feel connected in a way modern cars rarely allow. For drivers focused purely on lap times, an advanced automated manual option may be available, delivering lightning-fast shifts that keep the engine screaming in its power band without mercy. Straight-line performance is brutal. When you press the throttle fully, the 2026 Dodge Viper ACR launches forward like it has been fired from a weapon. The rear tires fight desperately for grip, the engine roars and the world around you blurs. Acceleration is violent and relentless, pushing you back into the seat as speed builds at an alarming rate. But this car is not defined by drag races alone. Cornering is where the ACR becomes something truly terrifying. The suspension setup is uncompromising, stiff, and track-focused. This is not designed for comfort. This is precision engineering built to keep the car flat, stable, and brutally fast through corners. Adjustable suspension components allow serious drivers to fine-tune the setup for different tracks, surfaces, and driving styles. Aerodynamics play a massive role in how the Viper ACR behaves at speed. As velocity increases, downforce builds aggressively, pressing the car harder into the asphalt. The faster you go, the more planted it feels. This creates a dangerous confidence, encouraging you to brake later, turn harder, and push deeper into corners than you thought possible. The steering is heavy, direct, and brutally honest. There is no artificial assistance hiding the truth. You feel every bump, every ripple in the road, every change in grip. The steering talks to you constantly, warning you when you are close to the limit and celebrating when you get it right. This level of feedback is rare and addictive. Braking performance matches the aggression of everything else. Massive carbon ceramic brakes deliver crushing stopping power. The pedal feel is firm and precise, giving you confidence to brake deep into corners lap after lap. Even under extreme heat and repeated high-speed stops, the brakes refuse to fade, standing strong when you need them most. Driver assistance systems exist, but they are designed for enthusiasts, not beginners. Traction control and stability systems can be adjusted or fully disabled. The Viper ACR does not try to save you from bad decisions. It expects skill, focus, and respect. Make a mistake and the consequences are immediate. On the track, the 2026 Dodge Viper ACR feels alive, aggressive, and demanding. It reacts instantly to driver inputs. Smooth, precise driving is rewarded with incredible speed and control. Sloppy inputs are punished without mercy. When you find the rhythm, the car flows through corners, sticks to lines, and explodes out of exits with savage power. Every perfect lap feels earned, not given. But this car is more than lap times and performance numbers. It is about emotion. It is about the fear you feel before pushing harder. It is about the satisfaction of mastering something that does not want to be tamed. It is about the raw connection between man and machine that modern technology is slowly erasing. In an age rushing toward electric silence and autonomous driving, the 2026 Dodge Viper ACR stands as a rebellion. It is loud, uncomfortable, demanding, and emotional. It represents a time when driving required courage, skill, and respect. Owning a Viper ACR is not about daily convenience. It is about passion. It is about early mornings at the track, about tire smoke and burning rubber, about chasing perfect lines and personal limits. It is about living with a machine that scares you just enough to make every drive unforgettable. The legacy of the Dodge Viper has always been extreme. It never tried to be sensible. It never tried to please everyone. It existed to push boundaries and challenge drivers. The ACR badge takes that legacy and sharpens it into a weapon. The 2026 Dodge Viper ACR is not trying to compete with screen-filled, software-driven supercars. It is doing something far more important. It is reminding us why we fell in love with cars in the first place. The sound, the vibration, the danger, the emotion. This is not a car you casually drive. This is a car you prepare yourself for. A car that demands focus, respect, and courage. And when you give it those things, it rewards you with an experience that no electric motor, no artificial sound, and no autonomous system can ever replace. The 2026 Dodge Viper ACR is not just a return, it is a statement that raw performance still matters, a statement that passion is still alive, a statement that legends never die, they return louder, angrier, and more dangerous than ever.